morning. Welcome to the morning sit. It is the 10th of May, Sunday morning. We're going to sit for 20 minutes. You can sit for 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever is good for you. Good morning. I had the mute button on, so I might just start again. So, this morning I was going to talk about something that's in the reference in the Bible, and it's this thing of ask and you shall receive. It's not quite as simple as that, because if it was just, I want $1 million, it's in the bank. And there's a lovely kind of story that goes with this about the rabbi, being a very good rabbi all of his life, prayed fervently, looked after the people, and was a really good rabbi. And it came close to his retirement. And he went into the synagogue and he said, "Please, God, let me win the lotto." And a week went by and nothing happened. And so he went, and next week he said, "Please, God, let me win the lotto. I've been a good rabbi. I've looked after the people. I've preached and I've cared for the flock." Nothing happened. And then another week went by, and this time he was a bit angrier, and he just went into the synagogue and said, "Please, God, let me win the lotto." He was really angry. And then a voice came from an eye. He said, "Do me a favor. Work with me, Rabbi. Buy a ticket." And so the message in that is actually really important and profound, because when we ask for something and we set an intention of something that we want to have in our lives, the universe, God force, the creative spirit, whatever words or whatever things we want to use to describe that force, has a power in the world, and it is a power, and I do believe it is a force. It's a co-creative force. I think, it's also said in the Bible that God created us in his own image. We are part of that creative force, and it's co-creative. So when we set an intention that we want something to happen, or we're asking for something, and let's say I'm going to a wedding and I want to lose 5 kilos because the suit I have doesn't fit me right now, so I need to lose 5 kilos. I'm asking for that, and that's my intention. But in order for that to happen, I've got to work with the intention. I've got to put something in there that starts to move the energy for some of that to happen. So I maybe have to change my diet a little bit, stop eating as much food. Maybe I need to exercise or do something. And the co-creative part in the doing of that starts to get reflected back, because if I change my diet a bit, I might feel a little bit better in myself, and I might be more motivated to do some exercise. If I go and do some exercise, even though it might have been hard to do that bit of exercise, I also get that feeling coming back into my body. I'm feeling good having done it. So there is that flow back to work with the intention, to work with that asking that supports the request and moves you towards that being given. And it may not always show up exactly, the way you want it. Maybe I asked that I can fit into my suit for my wedding. Well, maybe someone said, "Well, have you thought about letting out the button, Aidan?" Or changing something, that allows it to sit. So somehow, the universe can work and give you suggestions, give you ideas of different things. So, that's my little reflection, that when we set an intention or when we ask, that we get involved and we work with the intention. That was my thought for today, where that came from. But anyway, have a beautiful day. My intention is that it will be a beautiful day. It'll be full of joy and fun. Let's see what happens. Thank you for joining me.